Hello, Soul Space. It's Monday night at 9, and this is Sheila Hill. And I'm here tonight in keeping with our angel theme this month, I'm going to be talking about the angelic realm. And so it's going to be angels, guides, and ascended masters, and just help you have sort of a clearer, better understanding of how your spiritual support team is made up, and who they are and how they came to be, and how it all works. So I'm just going to wait for a couple of people more to pop on. As you come on, please say hello in the comments so that I know you're here. And we'll just chat for a little bit while some people get on. I am humbled, in awe and amazed at the impromptu meditation that we did last Tuesday night here in the group. I'm still getting comments and emails and messages from people that are doing it on the replay for the first time, and that they are actually having energetic connections. I'm not surprised that they're getting it through the replay, because time is a human construct when the energy is just there. So, I mean, that part doesn't surprise me, but it never ceases to amaze me how incredibly magical the whole thing is, and that so many people had first-time experiences with sensing, feeling energy, seeing colors in their third eye, being able to discern the difference between, say, Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. So, like, oh my gosh, just it's such an incredible magical thing that happened for us last Tuesday. Hi, Anne. I'm glad to see you're here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get started, because I do know a lot of you do watch it on the replay. So in keeping with an understanding that everything is energy, right? Like your furniture and me and you and our thoughts and beliefs and all of the spiritual realms are all energy. The energies go, and I did do a post about an hour ago, so if you didn't catch it, go back and have a look. That just kind of shows the energy frequencies. So if you're looking at the frequencies as they move up, so there would be like furniture, and then like live people and things that are alive, because we're just a little bit, our vibration is higher. And then there'd be like sort of a big jump with a whole bunch of things in between. And then there would be deceased loved ones, and then angels, and then ascended masters, and then God, source, universe. So that's how the higher, I don't want to say the word hierarchy, because I want to stay away from that word. How the frequencies go up. Hi, Nancy. Nice to see you. So we are considerably more dense because we're in physical form. And then you move up a whole bunch of frequency levels, and you will find the plane where deceased loved ones they come in and out of our lives and visit us here in the physical. And so people that can connect with, see, feel, interpret, communicate with deceased loved ones, such as mediums and myself, I can see them, but I haven't quite gotten to the point where I can communicate with them yet. Just means that our frequency here in the physical form is able to be raised to a point where we actually meet the deceased loved one. So I may, in my regular 3D world, be going around here, going to the gym, grocery shopping, looking after the kids. But then when I step into sort of my healing intent with clients, and I connect with my higher self, and I open up my heart space, and I connect to the energies that heal, then I'm actually raising my vibration. It actually goes higher than that, but I'm raising my vibration so that I'm able to meet with the same frequency as deceased loved ones. And that's the same way that mediumship works. So people that are able to completely channel messages and have conversations with your deceased loved ones and pass that on to you, they are able to do their 3D life. And then when they step into that role as being a medium, a healer, then they are able to raise their vibration to meet with the same frequency as deceased loved ones. Then we move back, then we keep going up, right? So then the next level, so to speak, would be the angelic realm. Now the angelic realm is so much more vast than our, again, I make fun of, not in a derogatory way, but way bigger than our teeny tiny little brains can even begin to fathom. And the angelic realm, in sort of on a general sense, the angelic realm is sort of the worker bees, the worker angels. They have never been human before. So they are in awe of the fact that we, who are equal to them spiritually, made from love, chose to come down here and be in human form, where we have to deal with the constructs of time, the denseness of our physicality, the ego mind, the separateness. We're walking away from the feeling of oneness and moving into separateness when we're here on our human journey. They are in awe of us, and therefore they are in service to us. It's not the other way around. So they are more than happy, willing, and able to help us in any way, shape, or form that you could possibly even ask for, without feeling that, like, that whole idea of like we owe them and they owe us, and that's all human ego stuff. They want us to have the most magical experience and are here to support us in any way they can. So let me tell you, when I remember to, which is more often than not, if I have to, hi Christy, when I'm going out and say I'm like, okay, I've got to go to the grocery store, I got to go to Costco, I got to hit Walmart, blah, blah, blah. I ask the angels to arrange for my day to go smoothly, like traffic and all of that stuff. I ask for parking spots near the door and that everything all be aligned and run smoothly for me. And it always happens. And the parking spot one is funny because many of us talk about that. And as soon as you bring it up, there's always somebody in the room that goes, oh my God, I do that all the time. Because it can be that simple. All we have to do is ask. Remembering that here in the human form, our contract that sort of overrides everything is that we're here in free will. So we have our spirit teams, we have our ascended masters, our guides, our deceased loved ones, God, that all know what's best for us. They know why we're here, and they know how it could all roll out easy peasy. But we're here in free will, where we still get to decide. We get to make mistakes, we get to learn from them, we get to get off track so we can learn how to get back on track, etc., etc. So it's not one of those things where it's just assumed. Like, oh my God, the angels must know that, I need a parking spot, or I need all green lights because I'm running late, or I need time to be slowed down because I'm running late. I need a healing, I need this, I need that. Surely they must know. And yes, to a certain degree they do, but there's that overriding contract. Don't forget that here in human form, we have free will. So we have to ask, but all we have to do is ask. And when you don't know who to ask for or what even to ask for, just ask. Angels, I need your help. I'm looking for an amicable solution with this person that I'm in a dispute with. Angels, I don't even know what to ask you for, but I need some more loving patience to be given between me and my kids right now because things aren't going smoothly. Or whatever it is, you don't have to know specifically what angel to ask for. All you have to do is invite them in. And you invite them into your world to work their magic by asking. So, for the 4 of you that are on right now, type in the comments. Have you ever invited or asked the angelic realm to help? And in what way? And have you received any signs or confirmations from the angels? So I'll just wait a couple of minutes while someone hopefully types something in. Okay, so there are no coincidences. So when things work out, it's because they work out, because you either manifested it to work out or you asked for help and you got help. That's the truth. The angels You've asked, oh, hang on, Nancy's got something. I've asked the angels and things usually are answered. Yeah, see, we just have to ask. We have to ask, and then we have to not hold on to what we think the outcome is going to be and then get out of the way. You've been doing it more, Christy. That's great. And great. Kathy, start asking. All we have to do is ask. Beatrice, that's awesome. You do it all the time. Maybe you could type in and share if you can, like in a short amount of words, Beatrice, one of your recent stories. Though you've asked for parking spots and they've shown up. Yeah, parking spots seems to be the funny one that we all can relate to. So when you ask, yes, Christy, the energies have made us all feel super, super connected lately. I'm flying like a kite lately, and really actually enjoying most of it most of the time. So yeah, when you ask, just be open. Try not to mar it down with what it needs to look like and how the resolution's going to be and what the help is going to look like and when it's going to come, and because then you're just lathering it all in doubt. It's that whole manifestation thing, right? You plug up the energetic lines between you and the angels if you're going to try and control it. So just be open. You don't have to ask a specific angel. You don't need to know. Like I know a lot of them because I kind of went through that phase, and then, you know, working with cards and stuff, you sort of get to know them. But you don't have to know exactly what angel to ask for. You can just ask in general, the angelic realm, please send the angels of moving to make sure that my move goes smoothly. Please send the angels of car repair to help the mechanic see that there's something that needs to be fixed so that I don't have to be afraid to drive my car. Like we can ask and ask and ask all day long, every single day. Nancy, can you ask angels to go help others? Absolutely, you can help them to go and help others. The other, whoever that is though, would need to be open to receiving. And depending on what these circumstances were, sometimes obliviousness, or yeah, I'll use that word. Sometimes being oblivious to the help that they're receiving is being open to it. So that's okay too. But absolutely you can send the angels to help someone. And even if it is just to ask the angelic realm to help them see maybe where they're out of alignment or where they're doing a behavior or a thought or a practice or something that's not serving them. So you can't necessarily rescue someone, but you can ask the angelic realm to help the other person act or see or be in their highest and best form. Beatrice, I ask for protection for me, my house, and my kids every day, as well as when I feel weird energies. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I mentioned last Tuesday in my meditation that I did here online, or on the live, that I had just worked with Archangel Michael the night before to help out a client with something that was going on. So they always show up for us. And it gets to be kind of fun when you get to play with them, and being in that creative, playful energy is exactly what allows us to manifest into form. And it's the energy that God, Source, Universe wants us to be in when we go through our life. We're here to play. We are here to play and have fun. That is what the human experience is supposed to be. So playing with the angels is absolutely like a really fun, cool thing to be able to do. So lots and lots and lots of examples on calling in the angels and then just being open to them to be able to work their magic. Like I said, you know, call in the angels of moving, the angels of car repair, the angels of whatever, you know, you whatever you want. It's just a matter of being in an intended way to be open to the miracle of the angel realm to step into your life. And when my daughter's bike was stolen years ago, she was devastated, so they asked the angels to get it back. I can't read any more than that because it just says see more. But I'm going to assume that somehow that was led to some kind of great resolution. So working sort of up in the frequencies, so there's furniture and then there's us, and then you go up a whole bunch of frequencies and there's deceased loved ones and then the angels, and the next level up from them and her boyfriend bought her a new bike. See? Now, that's not necessarily a non-angelic intervention, right? Like the angels worked through. There's people on here on the earth that that are angels and that are channeling angelic messages. I've got a great story, if I remember to get to it, where I had a similar incident with a human being that actually I know for a fact she was channeling something to me from the angelic realm, and it was really, really beautiful. Anyway, back to my talk. So the next level would be the archangels, and there are about 15 different archangels, and they have all been human before. So the regular angels, like the worker bee angels, have never been human before, and they are in awe of the fact that we chose to do this. And then there are the archangels, and they have all been, not the archangels, the ascended masters. So there's the angels, the worker bee angels, then there's the archangels like Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Jophiel. There's a whole bunch of them, and they sort of have specialties. And if you want to use the human construct of like the organization chart, the archangels are the higher up angels than the worker angels. But again, they are all one, made from love, with no hierarchy as far as importance goes, the same as we are. So then the next one up from that is the Ascended Masters. And the Ascended Masters have all been human before, many, 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 many times. And they reach a certain level of enlightenment here in the human form. And when they go back to the spiritual realms, they choose to love and support us humans through our ascension journey. So some of the ascended masters are Saint Germain. He is an ascended master, and he is gifted to us humans what's called the violet flame of transmutation. So what that is we can call up the energy of the intention of what he created for us, the violet flame of transmutation, and anything that violet flame comes in contact with, it will draw out the low vibrational energies, transmute them into love and light. So we can use that as a powerful tool for healing and for transmuting lower vibrational energies in relationships, in situations, in physical things. Like you can transmute your water if you want to align your water before you drink it, bless your food, whatever. I use it quite often here on Wednesdays when we're doing the meditation. I've been working with Saint Germain quite a bit lately. And that violet flame concept, going through and really clearing out people's chakras and stuff like that. So he's one of the ascended masters. Yogananda is another ascended master. He has a beautiful, there's a book about his life, and it's a movie as well. I know at one point it was on Netflix. Yogananda is his name, and he was an Indian prophet that came to California, I believe it was, a couple of times trying to spread the good word. But he has a beautiful, beautiful life story. Jesus is an ascended master. Buddha, an ascended master. Kuan Yin, Mother Teresa. Like there's so many of them that are ascended, that ascended from the planet, from the physical form, hi Maria, and are now working for us, with us, and through us from the spiritual realm. So let's recap a little bit so that you kind of get a feel for how all of this works. Again, the frequencies go up because that's just, you start at 0 and you go up. Furniture, us, a whole bunch, deceased loved ones, angels, archangels, ascended masters, God, source universe, whatever word you're comfortable with. Again though, please remember that they are all one, made of love, from love, to be love, just like we are. So although I'm giving it to you in a frequency form where it looks like one's higher than the other or more important than the other, there is nothing like that where they are, and nor should we see it that way here. We are them, they are us. That oneness concept. Keep that in mind. Never feel ashamed to ask for help, because that's what they're here for. They are there to love, guide us, and support us through our human journey. The angels that are in awe of us doing it, the archangels that are so extremely powerful and all-being that, you can, if you choose to only have a relationship with Archangel Michael, then that's fine. You just ask Michael for everything. You can say, Archangel Michael, I need a parking spot, I need a healing, I need an intervention, I need a solution, I need your love, I need your protection. You can have a relationship with just one and have that be your faith. He will figure out whatever else needs to be done, who he needs to send, what changes need to be made in order to make that happen. So you can play with the angelic realm in a specific form or in just a really general form, but all you have to do is ask and then be open to whatever the solution is, even sometimes when the solution doesn't look like what you thought it was going to be. Then the Ascended Masters, who have been human before, and lots and lots and lots of times, and they know what it's like because they've done it all. They've been poor, they've been rich, they've been a woman, they've been a man, they've been healthy, they've been sick. They have done it all. They know exactly what each and every one of us is going through, and they are guiding and loving and supporting us as well. So when I talk to people and clients about sort of the landscape of who their spiritual team is, like sometimes I'll say, oh yeah, your team's here and they're working with you or whatever. What I really mean is it's your guides. Sometimes there's a deceased loved one or two mixed in there. And then the angels and ascended masters are all playing a part in helping us heal, helping us release what we need to release, helping us move forward and guiding us through the entire ascension process, which really just is life, right? So your guides, they sign up to work with you, and they sometimes stay for your entire lifetime, and sometimes they are sort of situational guides. So the way that I understand it is that you would have like one or two guides that have been with you since your soul's inception. And one of those, I'm hearing now that one of them is your higher self, actually. So your higher self is one of your guides, and that's one of the ones that have been with you since inception of your soul's inception. Then you'll have another guide that has been around for a number of lifetimes and just sort of really knows your soul's journey. Deceased loved ones, like there's a sort of a romantic idea here on Earth with us people, physical and physical form, humans, that, grandma that you were really, really close to when she passed away, that she's one of your guides. That's not really how it works, because they were here with you in the physical to be a human with you for that part of the experience. Now, can they come and go out of your field, out of your life, out of your energy, and provide you love and guidance and support? Absolutely. But they're not necessarily an assigned part of your spiritual team. So you have your higher self, your guide or guidesa, and then you have all of the angel realm, the angels, the archangels, and then an ascended master. And depending on what you're going through in your life, various players from all of those realms have more of an impact and less of an impact. They come, they go, they switch and change. So if, for example, you had some kind of a health crisis, then it's more likely that the angels and ascended masters that have been through similar circumstances would be stepping closer into your field to provide you love and guidance. Going through mental illness, addiction, job loss, marital loss, grief, whatever it is that you're being challenged with, your spirit team kind of switches and changes their positioning, so that the most potent and the most helpful and the most loving and the most skilled players can step closer into your field to provide you with the love and guidance and support that you need at that time. And whether you know they're there or not, whether you thank them or not, whether you appreciate them or not, makes no difference to them whatsoever, because remember, they are love. That's it. It's so incredibly humbling to think that whether we acknowledge them or not, all they're there to do is to be in service to us. I was emotional there. Somebody's standing behind me, so I'm thinking that's what it is. Anyway, that's how it all works. So who has questions about how to either connect and ask for help from these realms, or maybe, you know, I get on here and then I'm a chatterbox, so maybe there's something that I talked about that you want a little bit more information on, or that you didn't quite understand. So I'm just opening it up for any kind of questions at all on anything that you might want to know more about. Hi Sandy, about guides, angels, archangels, ascended masters, your spirit team, higher self, all of that stuff. And go. I'll wait. Okay, so just while I hope that maybe someone might be typing something in, I'll just start with my sort of wrap up. So Wednesdays, meditation, 10:30 in the morning, 7:30 at night, every single Wednesday. We are having some really great conversations. We're having great experiences, supporting one another. We collectively helped one of our, I'm going to call her members, one of our guests, last Wednesday night, really shift some huge sort of money issues that she was having, a thought process, an energy block that she had. So there's healing that's happening, there's support that's happening. You get that whole time with me. So it's way more than just meditate. Although I never ever want to diminish the power of meditation. So that's happening. I'll get your question in a second, Christy. The Soul Space Retreat is coming up on April 27th, 28th, and 29th. I am so freaking excited about this event. And then the next big thing that's happening is my book is coming out on Wednesday, May the 9th. So I already have the domain name and the page set up on my website. So if you want to go for a little sneak look, you can go to sheilahill.ca and there's a new tab there called My Book. And you'll get to have a little sneak peek there. So that will be coming out. And I think that's all for now. Okay, so I'm just going to go back here to Christy's question. How many guides do we normally have? You know what? That depends on that whole situational thing. Okay, so I'm hearing that you have 5. And we have no way, you nor I, to question that. So maybe that's exactly what you have right now. But again, it depends. It depends on the situation of your life. So if you were going through something that was really difficult, challenging, traumatic, then maybe your spiritual team would be, you know, a little higher. I know that I have sort of more support going on for me, like the weekend of my retreat. I won't be surprised at all if I have a lot more, because I'm going to be doing healing work and coaching work and doing supporting work all weekend, which would be very different than if I was just doing my regular 3D, go to the grocery store and feed my kids. So it's transient. I hope that helps. Juana, why not everyone can see them or hear them? Well, because of the frequency that you are in. So they are always there, loving and guiding you, again, whether you know it, feel it, see it, or hear it. But then, and I did post, I'm not sure when you came on the video, I did post in the group probably 2 hours ago, a graphic that shows the energetic frequencies, because everything is energy, remember. So our furniture is energy. They're molecules of energy that are moving. They're just moving so small, so slowly, that our furniture is dense. Then we are energy. Our physical is energy. but our thoughts, our words, and belief systems are also energy, and so is the spirit realm. So there's, and I joke with this because I think it's kind of funny. So there's furniture, and then there's us, and then you go up a whole bunch, and there's deceased loved ones, and then you go up and there's the angels and the archangels, the ascended masters, and God, universe, and source. So depending on your own individual frequency, energetic frequency, you can raise your frequency to be able to tap into those various realms. So some people that can channel straight from source, they're actually able to go from, the furniture, the human, and then they're able to go all the way, open up their entire crown, become a clear conduit, and they are able to channel straight from source. People that are mediums can raise their vibration and meet that frequency where deceased loved ones sort of hang out, and that's how they connect with them. So depending on excuse me, your own individual frequency will allow you to be able to tap into all of those realms more easily and more often. And the way to raise your own individual vibrational frequency is to do your healing work. We're all being pushed to do it through the ascension process that's happening for all of mankind here on the planet, and for Gaia herself, but so many people are in resistance because doing the work isn't always fun. But I'm telling you that is where we're going, and whether you want to be on the bus or not, you're on the bus. So you may as well get on board and start doing the work, because this type of experience, the experience of feeling blissful, being loved and connected, and actually being able to feel it and connecting with all of these spirit realms, is the way that we were supposed to be when we were here as humans. And the whole plan just got really messed up at some point. So we are, for the first time ever as mankind, we are actually stepping into a space where more and more, and eventually all of us, will be able to do these types of things and live this way. So it's super exciting, but you have to undo the parts of you that aren't honoring the soul's essence in order to get there. It's a little bit of a long answer, but I really felt like there was more people that needed that answer than just you, Juana. So thank you for asking. Let me just see if there's anything else. Clapping hands, da-da-da, congratulations, thank you. Michelle, sometimes I ask for support just to know someone is there and I will receive a synchronicity. Yeah, see? These synchronicities are there all the time. And there's nothing wrong with, there's no shame or humility or judgment in the fact that you're here and being human, and sometimes you just need to know that there's more than just this. And receiving those little messages and synchronicities and signs from the spirit realm, absolutely magical. I'm a big license plate watcher, so I'm always not on the lookout, but I'm always aware that when I come to a red light and the car right in front of me is a license plate with 3 digits the same or whatever. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with us needing those kinds of reassurances, and when we ask for them, we usually get them. So that's really cool. Let me just see what else. Maria, if you are with us, can you see our angels and guides? So oh, you want to know what's going to happen at the retreat? It all depends. It all depends on whether they have, whether they feel that I should see them and communicate that to you. So when I do healing work with my clients, I don't always connect with them, because maybe they guided the client to come to me because there's something that I need to be channeling to say to them that will allow them to start their healing process. But the fact that I could tell them that their grandmother was standing there in the living room with us isn't really a part of the healing right now. So I don't necessarily have control over who I can connect with, who I can see and not see, because they know best. And I honor that without question. you know what? I can't give you a straight answer on that. I'm sorry. It's always just magical the way it shows up. My gifts are opening up for me as well. I'm shifting. I've gone through a couple of really big shifts just this year in 2018. So this retreat's going to be amazing, and I'm so happy you're coming because again, I've never done a retreat with these new shifts and gifts that I've opened up to in the last few months. I mean, I had some before, but you know, we're all shifting. We're all going through this. Let me see what else. Is there anything else? Anne, do we also need to ask deceased loved ones for help? You can ask, absolutely. They have to honor our free will contract as well. All of the spirit realm have to abide by that. So asking for help from your deceased loved ones they may or may not, depending on when they passed, what stage their soul is at, what else they've signed on to do, etc., etc. It's not necessarily their soul's purpose after they leave this plane to be coming back to help us. Whereas the angelic realms and the ascended masters, that is their purpose. So by all means, ask. You do have to ask because we're in free will, but just know that that's not necessarily their purpose. If they can, they will, but it's not necessarily their purpose to do that. And how do they raise their vibration? I think, Nancy, just give me a heart or a thumbs up or something if I answered that question when I was speaking about us raising our vibration. I'm just at your question now, and I'm not sure that I feel like I answered it already, but maybe I didn't. So if you could just throw in a heart or a thumbs up or something, then I'll know. Christy, how do we know how to start the healing work? Well, that's kind of what I do. So if you have sort of a feeling or a sense that there's some stuff you got to look at and you really don't know where to start or how to heal it, or if what you think it is actually the thing that you need to be working on, then I would suggest you come and see me. And we can have one session, or you can sign up for a healing package, whatever. There's all kinds of options. But being an intuitive and being connected, when you start talking to me about how you feel about living your life, then I'm usually shown or told, or I connect with your inner child and I know exactly what it is that child needs. And I'm just getting a feeling just get in touch with me, okay? Email, call me, private message me, something. I'm feeling, yeah. Okay. So, what else? And Juan is happy. Thank you. You're welcome. Hi, Suzanne. Glad you're here. Maria, that's okay. Not looking for an exact answer. Just curious. I think we'll receive what we're ready for. Absolutely. That really is the overriding intention for the entire weekend, is that everyone is going to receive exactly what they need. And I do lots of energy work on the group avatar for the people that are going on the retreat to get everybody aligned and cleared up and straightened out and prepared. And so just surrender to the process and hold no expectations, and it will be beautiful and magical. I promise. Nancy, yep, I answered your question. Excellent. Hi, Suzanne. Nice to see you. And I think that's it. If anybody has any other questions, type them in quick. But I hope that sort of helps you understand just a little bit better the way that the vibrational frequencies work and that they go up. However, all you have to do is ask, because remember, we have free will. And it doesn't even matter if you don't even know who to ask. You can just pick one. You know, lots of people use Archangel Michael for everything. That's okay. You can do that. Or you can just be really generic and just say, you know, angels of whatever, angels of business, angels of raising kids, angels of whatever. I need your intervention. Just ask. And then just remember, okay, 2 things to remember is that there is no shame or judgment in asking for help. you don't owe them. They don't owe you. It's none of that nonsense. They're of love, just like we are. We are all one. When we're not here, we're the same as them. And their job is to help us do our job. Our job is to be human right now, and their job is to support that. That's how it is. They love us, whether we love them back or not. And then finally, the other thing is, once you've asked for help, step out of the way. Do not try and control what it's going to look like, when it's going to happen, who that person's going to be, what the solution's going to be. Just open up your field. And literally sometimes what I do tell clients to do is to just step to the left. So you could be standing and you just imagine in front of you whatever obstacle, situation, person, whatever it is, just imagine that energy of that thing that you need help with in front of you. And it's that whole let go and let God process. You just stand there with that energy and you say, angels of whatever, I'm open to receiving your help and guidance. I don't know what to do. And then literally step your entire body. I think for you on the video, I just moved to the right. Step to the left and step out of the way. So you're literally telling your physical consciousness of your DNA and of the water in your body that you are getting out of the way. And then don't hold on to any kind of perceived ideas of what the angelic miracle solution or resolution is going to be. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's live. I hope that you all understand sort of the guides, angels, masters a little bit better, and how to use them, and who they are, and who's human and who hasn't been, etc., etc. Ask them, ask them, ask them. If you're getting synchronicities, license plates, feathers, dimes, songs, I've been getting a lot of songs. They've been working with me. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. They've been working with me in a certain part of my life through music lately, and it's been a lot of fun. Now that myself and the other person is tuned into it, we're watching for it now, and it's just playful. So if you're getting this kind of stuff happening, post it in the group, because it's really cool for all of us to sort of share, and those that are new to these experiences, they learn through you, so we learn from each other. Okay. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to wrap things up. I'd love to see more of you on Wednesdays. If you're close to the Oakville area and you can come, please do. If you are sort of having that inner inkling that I'm struggling a little bit, or life just isn't in flow for me, or you know what, I keep thinking about this one situation in my past, or maybe many, and you're not quite sure where to start your healing journey, get in touch with me. Let's have a conversation. I do offer 20-minute free discovery phone calls. So, I mean, we could even just do that at whenever you're comfortable, whenever you're ready. My book comes out on May the 9th, and I'm always looking for ideas for these lives. So if there's something that you've heard sort of out in the world, or you've seen in Facebook, or you've talked with a friend and you're like, God, I really want to know more about that. Chances are I got a very, very, very broad understanding of all of this stuff. So chances are I will know about it. So please just message me, because as I say, I hate scrambling for ideas on what to do for the live, because I love coming on here and connecting with you guys every Monday night. All right, that's it for tonight. Mwah! I love to you all. Thank you for helping me grow this community. Connect with your angels. Ask for help, and post your miracles in the group. I will talk to you all soon. Love yous. Bye.